excited for coupons. I'm so excited to be in a collab. This is my first collab with this channel, and I'm so excited that we were able to really make it affordable and get ready for the holidays. So once I saw that video, I was in, and I'm like, wow, I'm so thankful that I could be part of this collab. So I hope other ones are also joining in, and I just can't wait to see everybody's ideas. So the challenge is for you to go to the Dollar Tree store, buy as many items as you like, but the thing is that when you check out, it has to be $5. And then with those, all the items that you grabbed that were up to $5, then you're able to recreate your own DIY inspire for you to use in the holidays. And I was able to kind of like get some items, and I didn't think I needed more. Then when it was time for me to see that, I'm like, I need more of that item. They didn't have that tool anymore, so I had to use a different one. So then came out to how I was envisioning it in my head, but at least I made it work, and I still stayed in budget for $5. So I'm gonna show you my tutorial, just getting $5 worth from Dollar Tree and recreate a nice piece that you made it yourself. It's very fast and easy to do, and I think it's really cute. It gives it a nice touch. Also on the door, which is the place that I really like to put it. So I'll leave her link in the description box. It was her idea, and it was a good way for us to come together to collab and stay on a budget and be inspired and get some other ideas from each other. So I'm gonna put everybody's link that is also participating on this collab, so you could check them out too after you watch this video. So just keep on watching the video so you can see the tutorial. If you're new, you can subscribe if you haven't done so, and if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. So thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye. So now for the tutorial, let's just get started. These are the items that you're gonna need. These are the items that I use. These stickers are optional. That was something I just wanted to touch in there, since it does say let us know, and they're little snowflakes. I got these stems in the silver color. I thought that was really cute. I only needed a few. I think I used around 8, and I just folded them and cut them in half. Then I placed those around the outer ring of the wreath, and then I placed a few in the inner, which is the next layer. So I just put them in like in a zigzag motion, going from the outer to the inner and going back and forth until I completed the whole ring. That will be easier for me to use the tool and just attach them with the stems. Now here comes the interesting part. This is where you get creative and you use the tool. You just start tying it down with that first stem. And then from there, you kind of like use the shape that you like. You could just make it a little more bubbly, elevated. I do like this type of tool because you're able to kind of like play with it, and you could it will create the effects you kind of like looking for. So then you continue tying it to the next stem, and then you keep going back and forth until you go around the wreath. So you keep making elevated shapes, and then you just keep going zig and zag and follow where those stems are at. And then once you have that desired length and it's elevated, then you just look for the following stem and then you tie it together. This does take a little bit of time to do, and but once you find your technique and anything that it looks nice or elevated, you make that work for you and you continue going around. Another tip that you could have is the wreath comes in just one shape, at least in one color. Only seen it in this color that's kind of like a hunter green. But if you want the wreath not to show, what you could do is use one of those paints that usually cost $1. I've seen it like in Michael's or stores like that. And you could color it like on a white or a much lighter color. But luckily in my door, it is this color, and you can see the wreath color. If you don't want to paint the wreath, which is okay because you could use it in the future for other ideas too, another thing you can do is just add more tulle, and it will pretty much hide the shape or the color of the wreath. I don't want to make it too more complicated. I was just giving you tips in case you don't like how the wreath looks like, but those are things that you could actually hide with more tulle, coloring it, or if the location you're going to put it does kind of match the wreath color. And as you can see, you continue doing bubble effects, and I really like the shape that is coming out together. And then you just continue working it through until you continue following the next stem. and then you continue doing that until it finished, and I felt like the tool was enough to go around the whole wreath. This mesh is a lot lighter. It doesn't blend or bend in any way, so this one was harder for me, and it will stick with the other tool, and it's much lighter. It does have glitter. I do like that it has glitter because it goes with the Let Us Know theme, but it was a lot harder to use, but I didn't have no other option, so this is another technique you could do. So I'm trying to go zigzag and trying to kind of like see any spots that was kind of empty. That will be the location that I will add this white tool, and I do the same thing. I look for those stems, I tie it together, and I just continue going zigzag until it was completed. And this one also completed. It finished once I went around on the wreath, so it came out pretty nice. I know if I used the other tool, probably would have came out a lot better or much bigger, fluffier, who knows, but it was a good way for me to see that you could actually do blend two different type of tools, and it will still give it that pop. I do like it when the sun is hitting it because the glitter does pop more, and it does go with the theme. So this is pretty easy. Once you have it together, put in the first tool, the second one you kind of like pick it up, and you're able to go do the same things against zigzag, but just make sure that you are filling up where those gaps are kind of empty, and you do the same bubble effect too. Now what you could do is go over it and create those bubble effects where you feel like there's tweakings here and there, so then you could add the middle piece. You don't even have to add a middle piece on this one, but I really liked how that one looks, so that was pretty easy to do. Just put it in the center, and I used one of those stems as well, and it was holding pretty good. I just tied that to one of the rings from the wreath, and it came out pretty good. It was holding really good. Then I used those stickers that looks like snowflakes, and I just placed them around to give it that feel that it says Let Us Know. I want to thank Diana Simply Saves for this DIY collab. I'm most excited to be a part of it. As you can see, you could really do a simple DIY with the touches of colors that you desire. Just $5 from Dollar Tree, and it came out pretty cute. And you could just make it, customize it to the colors and whatever you find in the Dollar Tree store. But just for $5 is a really good deal. And I think it was pretty easy to do. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the other ladies that are participating on this collab. All that is going to be in the description box, so you could check out what they did and get inspired for the holidays. So thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye.